Trump supporters are excusing his COVID.
What does the Q on your shirt stand for?
What's that?
What does the Q on your shirt stand for?
And that's what it stands for.
It's QAnon. Where we go one, we go all.
Hasan.
Interesting. So, do you believe that Trump has COVID?
Do I believe?
Do you believe that Trump has COVID?
No, he doesn't have COVID at all. He stated 2 months ago that he was going to be disappearing for about 10 days. If you listen to the X-22 reports, there's no way he could have COVID because he's taken hydroxychloroquine, the Z-Paks, and zinc. This is his time to get away.
This is a deranged.
No, we shouldn't fucking ban where this misinformation is coming from. The source of the information, that should stay on all these platforms so that, everyone can learn the truth about the matter.
This is the 10 days he was...
Also, the question here is, so if hydroxychloroquine is the only effective way from COVID, then you're saying that COVID is real then, I guess, right? Like, he's not saying COVID is fake. He's just saying the hydroxychloroquine defends you.
Talking about, go back on x22report.com, go to past different episodes. X22 Report is the right-wing true news media for people that want to know the truth.
Okay, so you don't think COVID exists?
What's that?
You don't think COVID exists?
I think COVID exists, but it's not any different than what the
Enlightened.
cold is, to be honest with you.
So I have a question for you. If Trump was going away for 10 days, why would he choose a time when he has to win over swing voters? 3% of voters are undecided. Why would he go off the campaign trail and cancel all of his events?
He's not canceling events. There's going to be different people within the organization that are going to be doing it remotely. And if you look at the polls, you're going to try and tell me Biden's leading by 9?
I'm not saying that.
I'm not even worried about that.
I'm not saying that. I'm curious, though,
Oh, Jesus. Like, of course, if you don't believe any of the polls, which is fine, it's not all that unreasonable to not believe in the polls, but like, when the polls do come to be true, you're going to say, oh, it was fake and he only won by cheating. Joe Biden only won by cheating, and therefore we need to, storm the White House or something.
So now his administration, Chris Christie has COVID now, many people have COVID. I mean, the best way to excite his base, he's even said, is through these rallies, and they're all canceled now.
We don't need
I'm asking questions.
to worry about whether or not he's got the support. Why don't you take a look around you, and this is all the support that you need.
Cool.
That's all that's needed.
Well, not to pull up, actually, but no, that's not all the support you need. That's literally, you can't even win a fucking local election with that kind of support. So, that's just like 50 people.
150 people in Arizona?
It's a lot more than 150 people,
I'm
sweetheart.
Sure.
I'm telling you right now.
I'm sure he
And
is.
if you want to believe the
we
full
got these
stuff, go
going
ahead.
on all over town. They're all over. On Friday, Saturday, Monday. They're everywhere. You got to join us.
No doubt.
So the beautiful part about this, and I talk about how much Republicans love to win and how much they care about winning more than anything else. The beautiful part about this is, like, these people congregate, right, on like baseless conspiracies. But then what Republicans do very well, very, very well, is they take these psychos
His name is
that
Hasan.
are organizing, right? And they get them to start promoting fucking school choice. So, like, I sometimes look at, QAnon groups and QAnon events they're putting together, and I'll see elected representatives or like people running for local office and stuff also participate in these sorts of gatherings and whatnot. And half the time they're like actually unironically promoting like school choice and shit. It's like, why? Where? I mean, here, there's a perfect example. You can literally see it. Elect Lisa Borowski. And it's like, why are you promoting and defending school choice? Like, how did this even happen? He was pointing to Electoral College electors. The crowd is big enough.
Don't drink the Kool-Aid, lady. Don't drink the Kool-Aid.
I'm not sure. I'm asking.
you getting sucked into the conspiracies? Man, I've been following conspiracy theories for years. I've always been incredibly interested in how this stuff works and why it's so pervasive in America and why it's so effective. I love Alex Jones. Half my sub alerts are Alex Jones calling my name. But what I was trying to talk about here isn't necessarily like conspiracy theories right now. What I am shocked by always is that these guys that come together for conspiracy theories will then promote like Republican agenda points. And it's very odd when they do that. It's like, if you believe that there's like a globalist plot to overthrow, I don't know, the Republican Party because they want to do like pedophilia and stuff, why the fuck are you also advocating for school choice? Like, shouldn't that be your main focus? But it's always that way. It's like, yeah, I'm here for deregulation of our water supply. I think it's terrible that they won't let DuPont dump toxic chemicals in the water. And also I'm here for school choice because I think that we should not fund public education anymore because that's also socialism, and that private schools should be able to do whatever they want and the government should actually fund the private schools instead. Like, what? You are there or fucking, you're there because you think that like there's a deep state pedophile conspiracy. How do we get to the point where you think DuPont chemicals should be able to, poison the water supply? I guess they also don't want the water supply to be poisoned. All right, I'm going to run that. I want to run that. Okay, I'm running another ad. Top of the hour ad. Top of the morning to you. 60-second ad break. Does anyone even see these fucking ads? I feel like no one sees them. It's like a white supremacist quid pro quo, unspoken, but do white supremacy in exchange for assuming every topic gets them.
Oh, you're such a big man, Hasan.
I grew up with a kid who turned into Alex Jones now, and he literally talked about school choice all the time. Yeah.
Oh, you're
Detective
such a
W,
big
refresh
man,
chat
Hasan.
for the emote. I just did. Show me Detective W.
This is a deranged pervert.
Oh, it's when it's terribly coded though.
This is a deranged pervert.
Kind of weird that it's like coded that way. Anyway, remember that.
Kool-Aid is what you're doing.
Asking questions is
It's
asking
okay. Ask
questions.
me a question. I'll answer it for you. What's your question?
Okay, so where do you get your
This
news?
is a deranged.
What's that?
Where do you get your news?
I get it from everywhere. I get it from CNN, Fox. I get it from everywhere.
Interesting.
CBS.
And so, how do you feel about Trump being in Walter Reed Hospital today receiving injections?
Hey, okay. You know what? He's been out there working with people.
Yeah.
And he's been shaking hands, and he got the corona. You know what? He's a tough man. He's a heart-loving man. He loves us. He doesn't even. Did you know he doesn't take a paycheck?
You know what's funny? Like, if there's ever been a person who truly does not love anyone but himself, and you can say this about, like, you can say that a lot of American presidents are disgusting. They're horrible people. Like, they're some of the worst people on the planet. Okay, you can absolutely say about Bill Clinton, George H.W. Bush, George W. Bush. You can certainly say that about. You can even go so far as to say that maybe, like, Obama wasn't like a horrible person, but he was definitely a narcissist, right? It comes along with the job. Like, if you something that makes you want to become president of the United States of America, it's certainly like it certainly requires you to be like a little bit of a sociopath, right? But if there's one fucking person who hasn't even done anything to try to make you think that he loves you more than he loves himself, it's Donald Trump. Like, he does not even try to maintain the illusion that he does not care about the American people. Like, he literally is just like,
wet ass
he literally is just like, your hogs, your city sucks. I hate it. We're gonna make it better, but it sucks. Democrat-run cities deserve to die.
Whores in this house. There's some whores in this house. There's some whores in this house.
Very weird. If you're more worried about Donald Trump unmasked on a balcony with no one close to him than you were about Obama-Biden administration unmasking, aka illegally spying on their political opponents, my diagnosis is you have TDS and my prescription is you put down your phone.
This is a deranged.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This is a deranged.
Any chance we could watch the Vice Breonna Taylor video? If not, all good. I want to watch it, but a parent that hugs their kids so hard they kill them is a loving parent, right? Corporal parenting. Very scientific political prediction from Limmy. This time next week, it'll be Dune Stairs with Maggie. Oh! Dune Stairs. Dune Stairs. This time next week, it'll be Dune Stairs with Maggie. Limmy. It's actually a good take from Daft Limmy. Trump derangement syndrome, for those in the chat who don't know what TDS is. Yeah, whenever I hear someone use TDS, I'm like, yeah, you're a fucking boomer. Shut the fuck up.
He donates his money back.
If you see someone under the age of fucking 65 use TDS unironically, just you can cut all access from them. Like they're gone, okay? Huh, lol, you have TDS. Like, what are you, fucking 68 years old? What is this shit? TDS, really? The Daily Show? No. Trump derangement syndrome. That's what that is. Trump derangement syndrome.
He doesn't take his $450,000 salary. Did you know that? I'm asking you a question. Did you know that he doesn't take a paycheck? Did you know that?
I actually did not know that.
He doesn't. He
How the
doesn't.
fuck does Nomi not know that?
Look it up. He does not take it. He's donated every dime.
Great, okay.
To you. To you.
Well, she should have just flipped that around and been like, okay, well, he paid $750 in federal taxes. What do you think about that as a fucking billionaire?
Whores in this house. There's some whores in
You
this
think
house.
2020 hasn't seen its biggest twist? Wait until Trump develops the anti-COVID serum using his own antibodies like Will Smith and I Am Legend and then wins 50 states. Why don't you ever talk about the good things Trump has done, like catch COVID? Gotcha, bitch. Finish Dark Souls 3,
This is
Puggo.
a deranged. Perfect.
Looking cute today, King 3.
Thank you. He didn't pay taxes for the last.
Yeah, I want to ask you another question.
Yeah, I'm here to ask questions.
Did you know that the Congress is holding up the money for us, all these people that need it? Did you know Congress is doing
the
that?
Senate,
Because
Mitch McConnell.
Democrats.
Actually, the Senate's controlled by Republicans, but keep going.
No, the Senate will work with them, but they want it for trap.
I'm not debating. I'm just asking questions. Okay, awesome. Fascinating stuff here. Fascinating. Okay.
Fascinating stuff here. Who gives a shit about virtue signaling? He's a billionaire.
Evil shit is been my